No Man's Sky, as controversial and unappealing as its PC release was, I'm still enjoying it more than 17 hours in. After learning the controls for mouse and keyboard, as well as gamepad, I've decided to give the Steam controller a try. Hold on, because this one gets a little complicated. Hi, I'm Rythim. No Man's Sky has officially released for PC. I've been waiting for this game for 5 years now, and I'll have to save my opinion on it for a little later. But there is one problem I did want to address in this video, and that is the controls. The controls are simply bad. They work, but they are kind of all over the place, and it's not just button placement. While I'm on foot, keyboard and mouse reign supreme, and I can accurately point and shoot with no problem. Navigating the menu is also seamless with the mouse. But after long gaming sessions, like the ones this game demands, my wrist hurt, and I get the feeling that if I keep this up, I might cause long-term harm to my hands. In flight, however, the keyboard and mouse setup makes little sense at all, and I find myself constantly turning the wrong way or pitching and rolling my ship out of control. And from the looks of it, there is no real way to fix this in the options, as they limit the customizability of flight mode key bindings. When I'm in the spacecraft, I pick up the gamepad, and then I feel right at home. But after a while, switching like this between gamepad and keyboard and mouse gets cumbersome and kind of distracting. There has to be a better way, right? Well, there's the Steam controller. But simply plugging this controller in is not going to be good enough. The default bindings aren't really that great, and they don't offer any real improvement over just using the Xbox controller. This is what I did to fix the issue, and it didn't even take as long as usual with this controller. I started with the gamepad with the precision template, as it was almost perfect from the get-go. You see, instead of using joystick for the right pad, I use mouse input. This helps improve accuracy. Furthermore, I added gyroscope settings. As stated in previous videos, with the right settings and a little practice, gyroscopic mouse can go a long way when it comes to accuracy. This also works in the menu as well, as I can choose to select items using the analog stick, the right pad, or the gyro, depending on what mood I'm in. Next, I click on the Action Set button at the top. An action set is a set of bindings that correspond to a specific action. Let me give you an example. In Warframe, my bindings while I'm wielding a melee weapon are different than the bindings I use when I'm wielding a firearm. In games that support this, the action set changes automatically depending on what you're doing in the game. No Man's Sky doesn't have support for this, at least not yet. So we have to do this manually. So, the first action set is named Default, and I later changed the name to On Foot. The second I named In Flight. I copied over the bindings from the first and changed the right pad from mouse input to joystick. Now I can use the right pad as if it were a joystick and look around, and I can use the left stick to steer. Also, I got rid of gyro input, as it doesn't really gel well with it. Finally, in both action sets, I went back and I made sure that I set the X button to switch actions. This way, I can switch between action sets at will. I don't need the X button anyway because I have the back button. So, this setup is still not as good as if it were to automatically switch when you jump in and out the ship. But for now, this will have to do, and it's still a heck of a lot better than switching from keyboard and mouse to gamepad constantly. So, what do you think of my bindings? Are they too convoluted for you to even try? Or are they not sophisticated enough, and you think I should add an action set for menus as well? So let me know in the comments section below. I always love the shout out. Hey, I even love the criticism too. So lay it on me. I'm always happy to learn something new. Anyway, this is Rythim signing out.